Formats, a movie podcast where sometimes we take a break from discussing movies nobody's ever heard of and instead we play games that nobody's ever heard of. I'm Chris and I'll be your ghost for this evening, and we'll be going through the children's Choose Your Own Adventure audio cassette, Tales from the Cryptkeeper, If Wishes Were Hornets. In this episode, I'm joined by three very special guests. Thank you for turning me on, boys. Bones, Kron, Laundry Dan, how are you doing this evening?
Howdy, Chris. Thanks for having us.
Not all at once.
I don't want wishes to be hornets. That sounds terrible.
I want to roll to eat hornets right now. I think my
83.
dexterity's high enough. I think I could eat them.
So you can eat them without being stung?
Yeah.
You're so dexterous you can swallow without being stung.
That's right.
Okay. Well, I'm also going to roll because I have a super high constitution. So if I get stung, I don't give a shit.
Hell yeah. So these guys are the three hosts of the 5-Day Rentals podcast. They've all been on the show multiple times. You know them, but seeing as how we are continuing, and I guess this is the last episode of October where we're dressing up as other podcasts this week on Dead Formats, why don't you guys tell the uninitiated all about your show?
Bones got lucky. He's taking a uncomfortably long drink right there. We're 5-Day Rentals. Each one of us will at some point pick a category. Could be something like, "You're so vain, I bet you think this pod is about you," where we each have to bring a vanity project movie to one another. We watch it, we discuss it, we record it. You can listen to it if you want to. That's 5-Day Rentals.
Hell yeah. So go check it out. And also, just let me say this.
It's your favorite podcast, right? You've been on the record.
Oh.
I don't know.
I'm going to tell the truth tonight.
There is that one with the comedians talking about politics. I like that one. That's probably my favorite one.
Those are outlawed now, dude.
No, comedy's legal now.
Smartless?
I want to say that this is the 20th episode of Dead Formats, and I have not yet once asked people to rate and subscribe to this show. So go ahead and do that. Rate us on Spotify, iTunes, the Zune store, wherever you listen to this. I think we have like 5 ratings on Spotify right now. So you other 3 people, get your shit together and rate this show. But yeah, so you guys do a fucking category-based movie podcast, usually movies, but for the month of October, you're changing it up a little bit, right?
Oh, we did indeed. I'm a huge fan of the Tales from the Crypt HBO series, so I finally convinced Dan and Bones to watch 8 different episodes that I thought were decent enough to talk about.
A part of that compromise was he gets to pick these episodes, but he can never again brag that he won the hot dog video. So it was worth it to sit through 8 episodes.
I feel like he really hasn't bragged about that at all.
And now you know why?
Lets his dong do the talking.
Yeah, some things are better left unspoken, you know?
Does have a fucking poster behind him that says, "I am the hot dog challenge champion." We'll let that go.
Yeah. So when I reached out to you guys, I had intended to just pick a Dead Format movie that went along with whatever theme you had laid out for the month of October. But when you told me you're doing Tales from the Crypt, threw a little wrench in the works. So I had to think on it. What is something that is both related to Tales from the Crypt and qualifies as a Dead Format? There is, of course, the 2002 movie Ritual, which is kind of both is and isn't a Tales from the Crypt movie. Bones tried to drop a hint to me. I think he said, "I always forget that there's 3 of them," when he was trying to drop a hint. And I was just like, Human Centipede? You guys are doing Human Centipede in October?
Not the movies, just the activity.
Yeah. There's also the animated series, Tales from the Cryptkeeper. And there is also the live-action game show, Secrets of the Cryptkeeper's Haunted Mansion. I don't know if either of you or any of you guys remember either of those shows.
Please tell me it's just the Legends of the Hidden Temple set, just spookified a little bit.
It's that mixed with, I can't remember the name of the show that was on Nick, but it was like a kids game show where like they would go inside a video game. Do you guys remember
Nick
that?
Arcade?
Yeah, it's like Nick Arcade mixed with Legends of the Hidden Temple with the Cryptkeeper as the host.
That sounds awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I remember catching a couple episodes of it when it was on. Fucking weird how much of a children's icon the Cryptkeeper was.
I was at least familiar with the cartoon. Like, I might have seen an episode of it. And I think they did a Blu-ray pack of them, like, not too awfully long ago. So I'm at least aware of that. I didn't know about the game show. Yeah.
What episode did Walter Hill direct?
I don't think he did any of the kids show.
He just did the first one to set the visual language and collect that paycheck every week.
He came in one day and showed the animators his gun, and they left it at that.
Yeah, so trying to think of what to do. I wasn't really feeling any of those three things, and I remembered how much fun these guys had playing a game on an earlier episode of Dead Formats when we covered the aforementioned Hot Dog Video Volume 11, Check Your Level on Love and Sex. And I thought, well, why not do that again? So, like I said up top, our Dead Format this week is the children's Choose Your Own Adventure audio cassette, Tales from the Cryptkeeper, If Wishes Were Hornets. This is semi-based on the cartoon. I say semi because even though it takes place within the universe of the cartoon, the packaging of the tape uses artwork from the cartoon, the story on the tape does not follow the story of any of the 39 episodes of that show. If Wishes Were Hornets is a completely original story that was developed for the 2XL robot. Do any of you guys remember that?
No, just the original XL.
Okay.
Was that the one you could put like a tape in its chest?
Yeah.
It was like gold or blue and silver.
Yes, exactly. I feel like,
yeah, I do remember that.
Even if you don't remember it, if you look up a picture of it, you'll be like, oh yeah, I remember that thing.
I mean, my Teddy Ruxpin, I think, had a audio cassette player in its back, right?
It's Tookus.
Yeah, you play those Mastodon tapes on it.
Mm-hmm.
So, 2XL was an interactive kids toy. It was first developed by the Mego Corporation, and it was released in 1978. It was basically an 8-track player with trivia questions recorded onto them. And on the front of the robot, you had 4 buttons that you could press to enter the response to the questions. Pressing the button caused the 8-track cartridge to switch tracks and play a pre-recorded message, which gives the impression that the robot was intelligent and responding to the player in real time. And
they took it off the market after it electrocuted a bunch of Korean families, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'd imagine.
But they brought it back in 1992. Tiger Electronics launched a revamped version of the 2XL robot that used cassette tapes rather than 8 tracks. And about 45 different tapes were released for the 90s 2XL before it was discontinued in 1995. And this tape in particular was possibly the last one made, and it is very expensive on eBay if you want a copy of it.
And you have a emulator for this robot cassette player?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it just uses audio cassettes. So someone has uploaded that to archive.org. And if you're asking yourself, how can a choose your own adventure audio tape be turned into a competitive game? Well, I've come up with a series of trivia-based questions on the movies that you guys have covered on 5DR. And so what I did was I took the 4 tracks of this tape that were on archive.org. I compiled them into a single video where you can switch the video and audio track as if you were pressing the button on the front of this robot. And that's how we're going to be going through this. So,
Chris, when you were looking at archive.com, was anything from 5DR on there?
It's archive.org.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
No, we're on .com, not .org.
It's been a battle.
So we're playing together?
Yes.
Or are you going to be able... Okay.
So here's how it's going to work. In phase 1 of this game, each time that the tape gets to a decision point in the story, going to ask you guys a trivia question, and the first person to buzz in gets to answer it. If you answer the question correctly, you will get 1 point. You will get the honor of deciding which direction the story takes us in. If you answer incorrectly, you will be deducted 1 point, and the player who buzzed in second will get the opportunity to answer, and that's the first phase of the game. And the final winner of this will not be decided by points alone, but they are very important. So does that at least kind of make sense before we start playing it?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I'm not confident in this at all. There was a week between us recording the Tales from the Crypt and Bones editing it, and he texted like, "Hey, this was funny," and I was like, "I don't remember that at all." So I don't know if my recall for even a week, is shot. Not sure how far back in our Rolodex I can go.
Yeah, I kind of feel like I'm the keeper of 5DR lore because I came upon your show late in the game, so I listened to all of them in rapid succession years after you recorded them, and I would reference things, and you'd all be like, I don't know what he's talking about.
I mean, give me those hot dog questions about how to please a woman. I'll smash this thing out of the park. But
that's against the agreement. Can't talk about it.
I thought that was on our show only.
I wasn't there during this Geneva convention. So, forgot to do this, but since there has been some controversy every time that I've tried to, just have people buzz in with their names, we're going to be using an actual online buzzer. I just sent you guys that in the chat. That number is the code to get in. I see Bones. I see Kron.
I'm coming.
I see LD. I see Bones buzzed in. Kron buzzed in. Dan buzzed in.
Gotta test it.
Hell yeah. So yeah, I mean, hopefully this will make a little bit more sense as we start actually doing it. But our buzzers are working. We're locked and loaded. The stakes are not as high as seeing who the best lover on the show is. It's all for bragging rights. So you guys ready to get into this?
Yeah. For audio listeners, for the people not here, do you want us to still say our name as we buzz, or will you just read off?
I can just read it off.
Okay.
And I will say that as I put this video thing together, there is like a video component that is just like random clips from Tales from the Cryptkeeper. It has nothing to do with the game. I just did that in case you don't want to be staring at a black screen for the next 45 minutes. So watch it if you want, but also it has no bearing on the questions or anything like that.
Okay.
And with that, we will begin our journey through Tales from the Cryptkeeper, If Wishes Were Hornets.
Thank you for turning me on. I am 2XL, your robot. Before we get to today's terrifying taradiddle, I must remind you of the rules. You'll be helping the Cryptkeeper make up this story as we go along. Throughout the course of this tale, you'll be asked to make decisions that will affect the outcome of this story and lead our hero into and out of many scary situations. The Cryptkeeper will give you a list of choices, and you should only press the buttons of the choices the Cryptkeeper gives you. And remember, only press my buttons after you hear the word now. Do not press my buttons at any other time. Okay, I guess you're ready. With that out of the way, it is now time to go to the Cryptkeeper's mansion.
I want to push a button now.
Okay, so we're getting to the first decision point, and we got our first trivia question. Which of the following films covered on the 5-Day Rentals podcast is not a puppet movie? Is it A, The Game from 1997, B, Pinocchio from 1940, or C, both A and B? Bones is the first to buzz in.
I believe that this is a trick question, but I'm going to have to go with A.
Final answer?
Yeah.
That's correct.
Sorry, Dan. I'm just playing
correct.
the game. I don't agree with...
Well, I don't know.
That's
I mean,
not correct.
should we...
Yeah.
That's not correct at all.
Mm-mm.
Show me a puppet in that movie.
You need to rewatch the beginning.
I believe it's
middle.
a clown doll.
There is a marionette
Yep.
for
At
all
his
of
birthday, he has
all of 2
a
seconds.
puppet show.
I believe the spirit of the puppet movie is that it has to be alive and causing mischief.
It's going to be a long night, Bones.
I mean, I feel like Michael Douglas is being puppeted throughout the movie, and I think Dan
Thank
was
you.
thinking outside the box. So
Thank you.
I will also say, Kron and Dan, be sure to, all three of you, be sure to buzz in, even if you're not the first one, because Bones could have gotten that wrong. And then the second person to have buzzed in would have. So, all right.
Where in the mansion would you like to meet your host? Press 1 for the attic, 2 for the basement, 3 for the playroom, or 4 for the library. Press 1, 2, 3, or 4 now.
So, Bones, you get the honor of where we're going to meet the Cryptkeeper. Attic, basement, playroom, or library.
I'm going to open it up to my guys and see. I mean, I'll play the I have final.
Yeah, and that's certainly fine
decision.
because these decisions have no bearing on the outcome up to a certain point, and I will let you know what that point is.
Okay.
I mean, Cryptkeeper's always downstairs. I
That
feel
was
like
my
basement.
logic. Yeah. Dan?
I drew pictures of naked girls at the library. But I guess he kind of has a library down there. Let's go basement.
All right, basement. So we will switch the track and continue.
It is a stormy night. The old rundown house stands alone at a dead end. You can see bats flying around the attic spires. A werewolf howls in the distance, and rats scurry along the front steps as you approach. Inside the house, the halls are dark and creepy. The stone stairs to the basement are lined with cobwebs. There are centipedes all over the steps. When you enter the basement, you can see the gaunt, green-skinned owner of the house trying to open a closed coffin.
Guess I should have eaten my Lice Krispies this morning. Lucky for me, I have a crowbar.
The Cryptkeeper pries open the coffin. It makes a loud creaking noise as the lid slowly rises. Suddenly, a huge bat flies out.
And most people say I have bats in my belfry.
The bat flies away, and the Cryptkeeper's head ducks into the coffin. Finally, he rises, cackling merrily.
This is what I was looking for.
The Cryptkeeper holds up a large crystal sphere for you to examine.
This is a mystic orb. With it, you and I can tell a really creepy story because we can control the actions of the people within it.
You gaze into the orb and can see a dark-haired boy about 11 years old.
That's little Billy Atkin. He's the star of today's tale. Little Billy likes to wish for things. Sometimes he just wishes his little sister would leave him alone. Sometimes he wishes for bigger things. However, getting the things we wish for isn't always such a good thing. That's why I like to call this story, If Wishes Were Hornets. Now, little Billy has had a bummer of a day. He got into a fight at school with a neighborhood bully. He also ditched his little sister at the park.
Okay, we're at the next decision point. So, next trivia question. Steve Borden, better known as the wrestler Sting, appeared in how many episodes of the Hulk Hogan Chris Lemon TV series Thunder in Paradise? Laundry Dan, first to buzz in.
I'm going B, 4.
That is incorrect.
God.
So, Bones.
Rigged.
I'm going to play a little lower. I think I'm going to go A, 3.
That is also incorrect. So,
Boom. Give me those points.
No.
I'm going C5.
No, you don't
I
get
think
any points.
so.
You didn't do
What?
shit.
Loser.
I buzzed in.
Well, so getting something wrong is -1. So it's like,
Fuck.
you're earning something by not putting your neck out there because 0 is still better than -1. So we're not going to give you
right.
an extra point and double up on that fortune.
I knew it was 5.
Yes, it was 5. All right. So, I mean, I guess Kron, you get to make this next decision.
He's in a boatload of trouble and has decided to run away. Where do you think Billy should go? Press A for his school. Press B for the river. Or press C for downtown. Press A, B, or C now.
So, do you want him to go to the river? Or his school, the river, or downtown?
I mean, I will open it up as well, but guys, there's always something weird happening down at the river. I mean,
Yeah, if you go downtown, you can paint the town red, though.
that's a good point.
Yeah. Let's see what's happening downtown.
All right, I'll go downtown.
All right, downtown it is. So we will stay on this same track, and we'll see what happens to little Billy.
Is that the town
Although it
from
was a
Doug?
nice, warm, sunny spring day, the temperature dropped after the sun went down, and Billy is cold. It is also an hour past his usual dinner time, and Billy is feeling hungry. The schoolyard is dark and deserted. He figured this would be the perfect place to hide. No one would think to look for him here. But now, he's cold and hungry.
Oh shit,
I wish it was
did we
warm.
do the wrong track? I think we did the one where we went to his school. Yeah, we were supposed to go downtown. That's my bad, Billy.
Oh, Billy.
And Dan, you had one of these robots?
I know somebody did. I don't know if it was me.
I'll back Chris up. As soon as I saw the photo of it, I remembered it.
Maybe a cousin or something?
Yeah, I think I had a cousin that had this also. Are we going downtown this time, Billy?
Although it was a nice, warm, sunny spring day, the temperature dropped after the sun went down, and Billy is cold. It is also an hour past his usual dinner time, and Billy is feeling hungry. He reaches into the pocket of his jeans and finds 12 cents. There isn't much he can get to eat for 12 cents, and besides, all the stores have already closed.
I wish it was warm, that I had something to eat.
If wishes were horses, beggars would eat hamburgers every night, or at least have something to ride through the
I'm always
drive-thru
saying
at the
that.
fast food restaurants.
Billy looks all around, trying to find out where the voice came from. Slowly, a tall, gaunt figure dressed in black emerges from the shadows of an alley. He is wearing a black suit with a flat-topped, wide-brimmed hat. His cheeks are hollow, and his skin a jaundiced yellow.
Who are you?
You may call me Mr. Awful Ease. I'm here to make your wishes come true.
Yeah, right.
Mr. Awful Ease smiles, revealing brown teeth.
I promise you it's true. My powers are supernatural. I watch over little boys and girls with big wishes. I have come here to grant you 7 wishes.
Oh, really? Well, how will you do that?
Mr. Awful Ease moves his hands in a broad gesture, and a watch appears. He hands it to Billy. It's not like any watch he's ever seen before. Instead of being numbered 1 to 12, it has 7 markings. The watch feels funny, causing Billy's fingers to tingle.
That, Billy Atkin, is an enchanted watch. It will grant you 7 wishes. It will grant you 1 wish each day for the next 6 days. Each wish wearing off at midnight. On the 7th day, the wish you make will last the rest of your life. This way you get to test drive your wishes, as it were, before committing yourself forever.
Well, what are you going to get in return?
I will appear after you've made your 7th wish, and then you have to grant me 1 wish. So, do we have a deal? 7 wishes for the price of 1. You come out way ahead on the deal.
Billy thinks about all the wishes he'd like to make, and puts the watch on, imagining all the things he'll do with its magic.
An excellent decision, Mr. Atkin. You may make your first wish at midnight. I'll see you in a week.
Mr. Awful Ease disappears in a puff of smoke. With his watch on, Billy feels he can face anything, and decides to go back home.
Okay.
All right. 7 wishes is an insane amount to be granted.
Yeah, I want to know what that episode is about. I don't know if you guys are paying attention. There's like an old woman with a sausage and two guys with surfboards.
It appears these radical dudes went to Austria instead of Australia.
Oh, shit.
And they're just realizing it.
Get this guy a writer's job, Hollywood. He knows story structure, goddammit.
It's a hot dog episode. The kid waiting in line had a hot dog.
Mm-hmm.
So, our third trivia question. In The Ice Road from 2021, Liam Neeson's disabled brother has a pet rat. What is that rat's name? Is it A, Skeeter, B, Max, or C, Ben? Kron.
I'm going to say Max B.
Sorry, that's incorrect. Dan.
C, Ben.
Sorry, that's also incorrect. It was A, Skeeter. So that is minus 1 point for Dan and Kron.
Did you know that, Bones?
Ben is the main rat in Willard, right?
Yeah, and the
Yeah,
sequel,
so
Ben.
I was trying. I couldn't remember if we made that connection in the episode or if I was just making that. My wife and I just started Ice Road Vengeance today. We made it about 45 minutes.
Shit, I didn't even know that existed.
Yeah.
Is Skeeter back?
No.
Obviously not.
Is Lawrence Fishburne? He was in that, right?
Yeah. So far, so the premise of this one is that he discovers that his brother's last will and testament states that he wants his ashes spread on Mount Everest. So Liam Neeson, having now become a extreme sport junkie because he's riddled with survivor's guilt. So it opens up with him climbing a mountain and his safety giving away and then him finishing the climb without a safety. So anyway, he's got to go to Mount Everest and he gets embroiled in a real estate dispute over some Nepalese mafia that want to buy up land and put up a hydroelectric dam.
Listener, decide if Bones is making that up.
If his brother died, they should have said where the rat went.
Yeah.
Maybe the rat was buried with him.
All I was thinking was like the whole, like a huge plot point of the first one was like his brother had aphasia and couldn't speak. Like, how did he leave a last will and testament?
All right, so spoilers for Ice Road Vengeance. They do a lot of flashback with some hardcore deepfake on Liam Neeson and the actor who plays his brother, and they show his brother like being able-bodied and getting ready to ship out to Iraq, and him coming back and having been shot in the head. And he hands the envelope to Neeson before he's like, this is so stupid, but they make us do it. I'll shred it when I get back.
Check it out on
I vaguely remember that, yeah.
Netflix, I guess. I don't know, but I'm going to watch it. So, Bones, you get to make this next decision.
You want to have waiting for Billy when he gets home. 1, his father. 2, his mother. 3, his sister. Or 4, a police officer. Press 1, 2, 3, or 4 now.
I mean, 4 definitely heightens the stakes, right? If the police officer's involved. But
yeah,
also, I'd be interested to know what the maid has to say.
As would I, dude.
Okay. So maybe B, mother?
Let's do it.
All right, we're going with mother. His Billy's mother is waiting for him when he gets home.
/ maid.
Yeah, / maid. I mean, you say mother, people know. It's implied.
Billy's mother is waiting for him when he gets home. Billy is excited to tell her all about the watch and the great things he can wish for the family. But the stern look on his mother's face stops him in his tracks.
Where have you been, young man? Out. Well, it's going to be the last time for a long time. You got into a fight at school, you weren't home for dinner, and you nearly scared your father and me to death. You're grounded, young man, indefinitely.
It is not an easy
Jimmy
night.
Kimmel.
At bedtime, he gets into his pajamas, and before getting into bed, tries to take off the watch, but it won't come off. The next morning, Billy is awakened by his alarm clock. He draws the covers over his head, trying to shut out the sound. He hates school, and he especially hates Squid McCoy.
Billy, turn off your alarm, dear.
Billy reaches out from under the covers and slams his hand down on the clock.
Okay, so next decision point and next trivia question. In Castle Freak from 1995, the titular freak has A, a dick with no balls, B, balls with no dick, or C, neither dick nor balls. Bones.
B, balls with no dick.
That is correct.
I mean, he's got a little nub or something down there.
No head, no dick, dude.
We don't.
Hey, that's the answer. It couldn't be more clear. Balls with no dick. So
I want to see the screen. Put up the screenshot, Chris.
I'll post it on Instagram. We'll let the listener decide. So Bones will get to make this next decision in the story.
I wish I didn't have to go to school today.
And that was young Billy Atkins' first wish. But how shall we make it come true? Press A for a freak snowstorm. Press B for a gas leak at the school. Press C for Billy to get too sick to go to school.
One of those much darker than the other two.
Yeah, I think I kind of want to go there. I'm leaning towards a gas leak. What are you guys thinking?
I mean, I don't know if I read any other words on the screen, Bones, so.
Yeah, let's do B.
Yeah, so Billy, he wished that he doesn't have to go to school, and we are going to accomplish that by B, a gas leak at the school. So let's switch this over and find out what happens to the kids at his school when the gas starts leaking.
Billy gets out of bed, convinced that the watch was a stupid joke. He turns on the radio as he gets dressed. George Washington Elementary School will be closed today while city emergency crews try to ascertain the cause of the dangerous gas leak that was discovered early this morning. Billy's wish has come true. He rushes downstairs. His sister's at the kitchen table eating cereal, while their mother talks on the phone.
Where's Dad?
He had to leave early for work.
Billy's mother hangs up the phone, the color drained from her face. Billy and Alicia nod their heads. Mr. Delbert is a teacher at their school and a good friend of their mother's.
He was just rushed to the hospital. The gas leak made him very sick. His wife just called to ask me if I could drive her over to see him.
Billy swallows hard, realizing that it was his wish that caused the accident and made Mr. Delbert sick.
I called Mrs. Mendelbaum next door to look in on you. If there are any problems, you go over there right away.
Can we go outside and play?
Mendelbaum.
I guess so, but neither of you are to leave the yard.
Shortly after their mother leaves, Billy and Alicia go out to play. Danny joins them.
Let's get out of here. I gotta show you something.
Billy, you can't go anywhere. Mama said we had to stay in the yard. Besides, you're grounded.
I'll go play in traffic. I'll be back before Mom gets home, and if you tell on me, you'll be sorry.
Oh, shit.
So that brings us to our next trivia question, which is, in Strangeland from 1998, Linda Cardellini meets Dee Snider's Captain Howdy in which chat room? Is it A, the meeting room, parentheses over 21, or B, asterisk anything goes asterisk, parentheses adult, or C, teen chat? Bones.
My recollection is that she's like, no, let's take it up a notch, or like, let's make it hardcore or something. So my gut's telling me B, anything goes.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect.
Fuck.
Kron.
Man, I was down to 2, and Bones picked the one that I had ruled out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was hoping you would have picked one of the others.
Shit.
I'm going to go with the meeting room over 21.
I'm sorry. That is also incorrect.
Damn, dude.
Those are both real chat rooms from the movie, but she was in teen chat. Oh, what was
a rigged game, dude.
I knew that one.
What was there was something in that movie, there was like a code, like Tinsel Butt Munch, Tinsel Bomb.
Oh, yeah.
I can't fucking remember what that was.
That is literally episode 1.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So am I just imagining the scene where she's like, no, that's too soft? or something like
that. Might have been because what's the other actress's name? Like, is that Amy Smart? That might have been her later on in the movie.
Yeah, good call. Good call.
Where's my boutique 3-disc release of Strangeland, dude?
Or Strangeland
What are we waiting for?
Where's that?
Yeah, that's true.
So no one got that right, but Dan did not answer, so he gets the honor of making this next decision.
Where do you want Billy and Danny to go? Press 1 for Danny's tree fort, or press 2 for the gazebo at the playground. Press 1 or 2 now.
So do you want to go to a tree fort, Danny's tree fort, or the gazebo at the playground?
What are you guys thinking?
Well, he was told to stay in the yard. Is the tree fort in the yard? So the gazebo.
Well, Danny's the friend, so presumably neither of these are in his yard.
Okay.
Karan?
I don't know, man. These are, this is a coin flip.
You go to a playground, you might end up having to stab a Sosha. So
let's see what weird ass Danny's got at that tree fort.
Danny's tree fort it is.
Billy and Danny go off to the tree fort in Danny's backyard, and Billy tells Danny all about Mr. Awful Ease and the watch.
That's way cool. I know. I just gotta be more careful with my wishes. I didn't mean for anyone to get hurt.
Billy Atkin, you get down here right this second.
Oh no, it's my mom. Has it been an hour already?
Billy?
Billy scrambles down the tree to find his mother and sister waiting. He has never seen his mother look so angry.
I can't believe that you would go off and leave your sister all alone. What if something had happened to her? You come home right now.
Billy goes home with his mother and sister, only to be sent to his room for the whole day. Not only is he grounded on a day off from school, but he can't even leave his bedroom to play in the backyard or go downstairs to watch TV. When his father comes home, he receives another lecture, as if the one from his mother wasn't bad enough. Through it all, he wishes he didn't have to do everything everybody told him to do. That night, he doesn't go to sleep when he's supposed to. He waits with his light off for his clock to tick past midnight. As soon as it does, he rubs his watch and makes his wish.
I wish that I didn't have to do what people tell me to. Then I wouldn't get in trouble for it either.
He falls asleep easily, looking forward to the next day. The next morning, he goes to breakfast with a big smile on his face. He can't wait to find out if his wish works.
Billy, I need to have you walk your sister to school today. I have an important meeting to go to, and I won't have time to drive her.
All right, next decision point, next trivia question.
In that last video clip, it was 2 small children being carried around by ants. Do you think those are really big ants, or the kids got shrunk down, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids style?
I think it's a Honey, I Shrunk the Kids Moranis situation.
All right.
More or less?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, next trivia question. In Nothing But Trouble from 1991, Dan Aykroyd plays many different characters, including 2 fat babies. Their names are Bobo and A, Coco, B, Flex, or C, Lil Devil.
Well, bro rung in before the question was answered, or asked.
That's on me, because I forgot to lock it. So, Bones, what is your answer?
C.
That's correct. Lil Devil.
I knew that one, dude.
What?
I knew that one.
Okay, but
He buzzed in first.
Yeah,
Well, it was before I was waiting for the question to be done.
all right. I didn't know
there
that
was some kind of
the
Jeopardy.
Alex Trebek rule was in effect. Sorry.
So,
Imagine playing Jeopardy and Alex Trebek like sips a beer and hits a vape and shit while you're standing there.
it'd be a lot cooler if he did.
Especially now.
Some real Tales from the Crypt shit.
I was going to say he is the Cryptkeeper.
So Bones gets to make this next decision.
A perfect opportunity for Billy to try out his wish. Press 3 if you want him to walk his sister to school, or press 4 if you think he should not. Press 3 or 4 now.
I don't know. I think the more punk rock thing to do is to walk your sister to school.
But his wish was like, I wish I didn't have to do what people told me to do, and I wouldn't get in trouble if I disobeyed them. So it's like, don't you want to test out that wish? Instead of just being like a little schoolboy bitch and doing what the maid tells you to do.
Yeah. What do you guys think?
Yeah, she's the one that fucking snitched on him.
That's true. She is a snitch ass bitch.
Kron?
I mean, family's blood, dude.
I think there's got to be something interesting if they gave you that as an option, right? Or maybe the game just ends.
I don't even think we're into like the questions that matter yet.
No.
Okay. I think I'm sticking with 3.
Let's do it.
All right. Bones has the final say. So 3 it is. Billy should walk his sister to school.
Billy agrees to walk his sister to school. Mrs. Atkin is so pleased by his change of attitude that she makes him his favorite breakfast.
That's much better, young man. If you keep it up, you won't be grounded for long.
That's exactly what Billy is hoping. Besides, he wants to be on his father's good side. They have to meet with his principal later that morning. It's hard for Billy to concentrate on his lessons when he knows that he has an appointment with his principal to talk about his fight with Squid. Finally, 11 o'clock arrives, and he has to go to the office. His father is waiting for him there. They go into the conference room to meet with Mr. Cummings. We simply cannot have our students beating each other up, Mr. Atkin.
I agree with you, Mr. Cummings.
So then you think that a week's worth of after-school detention is appropriate?
I do.
What about you, Billy? Do you think that's fair?
All right. Next decision point, next trivia question. Of all the films covered on 5-Day Rentals, which currently has the lowest rating on Letterboxd? Is it A, Mega Ape, B, Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Next Generation, or C, Monster Dog? Kron.
I mean, it's got to be Mega Ape.
That's correct. It is Mega Ape.
Bones, how does that make you feel?
That's kind of what I knew it was. I mean,
What's it at? Like a negative value somehow?
Yeah, well, it's Letterboxd, so there's always people that are like, this is a 5-star movie, actually. So it's probably like 1 point something, which is pretty low for Letterboxd.
I mean, that's... Each one of those is a different pick from each of us. Are those our lowest?
Probably. I feel like Texas Chainsaw Massacre is probably not that low on Letterboxd. I fucking love that movie. That was a do I continue listening to this podcast moment when all 3 of you just really fucking hated it.
You made the right decision.
Some kind of have like a bionic leg in that movie or something.
That he controls with a TV remote.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
See, it's funny. You're laughing.
I don't know.
Just
Is
me
that like
describing it.
Illuminati shit in it or
Yeah,
something?
the guy with like pierced nipples at the end. It's good shit. So, yeah, Bones got that correct. He is in charge.
No, Kron did.
Kron did.
Yeah.
Thanks for keeping me honest. Kron did. But in a way, Bones also did because Mega Ape was his movie. So Kron gets to make this next decision.
Aha, kiddies! This sounds like another place where Billy can put his wish to work. Do you want Billy to accept the week's worth of after-school detention? Press yes or no now.
I mean, does he get a say in it like that?
Well, he's
According
got the wish.
to this question, yeah. I mean, it could be like he's about to make a wish.
Well,
I mean, if he says no, are they going to give him a harder discipline?
It's a suspension.
I feel like he actually he can't make a wish though because he waited until like midnight to make that last one. So this is like still the same day. So
he's going to have to go to at least a day of detention.
he's going to have to figure out some other way out of detention.
yeah, well, if we pick yes, that doesn't burn a wish.
I don't see
No,
how it
'cause he
could
already
because
made
he
one.
already made this day's wish.
I don't know. I guess I'm thinking yes, it can only get worse from here.
Do
I
it.
don't hear any dissent, so yes, it is. Billy is going to accept a week's worth of detention.
He's kind of a good kid.
You guys are making him a good kid.
Giant ants again, dude.
You're right, Mr. Cummings. I shouldn't have gotten into that fight, and I probably deserve a week's detention. But I wasn't the only person in the fight. Squid McCoy has to take some of the blame, too.
Both Mr. Cummings and Mr. Atkin are pleased and surprised by Billy's acceptance of the detention. It is the first time in a long time that either of them have seen the boy take responsibility for his actions, rather than just wishing things were different. Young man, I am very proud of the way you're handling this. I've already met with Mr. McCoy and his mother. Squid will be serving detention for 2 weeks, considering his disrespectful and belligerent attitude. The meeting ends, and Billy spends the rest of the day in class. After school, he reports to the detention hall. Squid McCoy is the only other kid there, and he spends the entire 30 minutes staring at Billy. When the bell rings, Billy doesn't want to leave the room, knowing that Squid will be waiting for him outside. Unfortunately, Mrs. Carlyle, the detention monitor, wants to go home for the day, and Billy has no choice but to leave. He goes out the side door, only to find Squid leaning against the fence.
I figured you'd come out this way, trying to sneak away, you wimp. Leave me alone, Squid. I don't want to get in another fight. Too bad, wimp.
Squid chases Billy all the way home, but does not catch up with him. Billy spends the evening in his room, trying to devise a wish that will help him get out of fights with Squid. The next morning, he's sure he has the solution. Rubbing the watch, he says.
I wish people would do exactly what I tell them to.
He goes down to breakfast to hear his little sister asking for $2 to buy a book from a catalog she got at school. There are things he'd like too, and now he has a way to get them.
All right, next decision point. In Masterminds from 1997, Ozzy, played by Vincent Kartheiser, gets caught downloading A, Scream the movie, B, Scream 2 the movie, or C, Scream 2 the video game. Bones.
B, Scream 2 the movie.
That's correct. No, that's correct.
No.
It's a movie.
Is the skeleton game that he's playing.
No, that's him hacking.
No, that's not how hacking works.
You gotta let this go, dude. This is just gonna add to your fucking stroke. Like it.
When did Scream 2 come out?
We already went over
It hadn't been out yet. That's why his dad was like, come on, dude, that movie's not even out yet. It comes out next week.
And I bet if you look it up, both Masterminds and Scream 2 are probably both like Paramount movies. And they're like, oh, we're going to viral marketing through this children's crime caper movie.
Yeah. Promote the bigger movie in this crap movie.
Hey, you waited for that movie.
I did. And I enjoyed it.
I just like to...
Not as much as the third.
For the record, to reflect that I'm contesting question 8.
Okay. Noted, I guess.
It's 3 against 1.
Well, all the more reason to speak out.
I want you to email the writer and director and try to get clarification.
Okay.
I've tried that with things in the past, and they don't. Andrew Neiderman, the writer of the Pin novel, he never responded to me. I can't even remember what I asked him.
Did you ask him if it was a revenge movie?
Yes, that is.
Yeah.
That is what I asked him, citing specific passages from the book. He never responded. But, Bones.
Billy's about to try out his new ability to make people do as he says. What should he ask for? Press A for a new video game. Press B for an excuse to get out of gym for the day. Or press C if he asks his father to give Alicia the money for the book. Press A, B, or C now.
He's been on a good trajectory, but I think he wants to test his wishes. So I think I'm going A. What do you guys think?
New video game.
I mean, that's fair. Like, going the white hat decisions on these have been paying off, though. So I don't know if you try to get that book, but I mean, A is good.
Yeah, I think the reason I wasn't thinking C was that she was at least asking for like an honest reason, like for the book club or whatever, the book fair.
You got to let Billy have some fun.
Yeah.
Let him have a new video game. Let him get Paperboy.
I still think he needs his, he's going for his physical fitness badge. He wants his presidential.
I'm good with A. Let's get this kid Scream 2.
Okay, no, I changed my answer to C.
All right. C it is.
Billy, knowing how much his sister wants the book, asks that their father give her the money, and he does so. It makes Billy feel good to see his sister so happy, and he walks her to school that day. The morning drags by with Squid staring daggers at him, but Billy ignores him, staring at Erica instead. That afternoon, at lunch, Billy sits at the table across from Erica, hoping that he can convince her to go to a movie with him. Before she can answer, Squid McCoy sits beside Danny and begins hassling him.
Hey, Danny boy, you didn't want to eat that sandwich, did you?
Okay, next decision point. And our trivia question is, Lori Loughlin pleaded guilty to conspiracy to commit fraud in connection with the 2019 college admissions bribery scandal. In Rad from 1986, she uses empty soup cans to make A, soup, B, tin can telephones, or C, hot chocolate. Bones.
C, hot chocolate.
That's correct. Which brings us to the decision.
What does Billy tell the bully to do? Press A to have him leave Danny alone, press B to punch himself in the nose, or press C to throw his books in the garbage. Press A, B, or C now.
Oh, B's pretty fucking funny.
Punch himself in the nose.
I mean, that is good. That's like that scene in Liar, Liar, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that scene in Fight Club.
All right. To Kron's point, though, White Hat is leave Danny alone, right? C.
I feel like C is like you can throw that out because then A is good, B is bad, but then C is also bad, but not as good as him punching himself in the nose, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm open to arguments here.
I mean,
that dude punch himself.
Yeah, I'm good with B. He's a bully, dude.
Yeah,
I mean,
let's lock in B.
All right, Squid McCoy is going to punch himself in the nose.
Punch yourself in the nose, you creep.
Hearing Billy's comments, Squid feels compelled to do as he's told. He makes a fist and punches himself in the nose as hard as he can. His eyes widen with pain, and the little blood comes out of his nose. He runs off to the teacher as Billy smiles.
That was a rotten thing to say, Billy Atkins.
Erica leaves the table, and Billy misses his chance to ask her to the movies. He eats his peanut butter and jelly sandwich silently, thinking of another way to ask her the big question.
What a fucking dream.
That afternoon, Mrs. Baker is trying to get through their history lesson, but it takes longer than she expected. Even though it is a Friday, she decides to assign the class to read 10 pages over the weekend. Billy doesn't want any homework and raises his hand.
All right. In Raising Cain from 1992, John Lithgow plays how many characters? Is it A, 5, B, 4, or C, 3? So, Kron.
I'm going with 5A.
That is correct. 5. Dude knows his John Lithgow.
Mm-hmm.
So we're halfway into this. To do a little score recap, Bones is in the lead with 3. Kron is in second place with 0. And Dan bringing up the rear with -2. So it's still anyone's game, really.
This is normal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll blow it. Don't worry.
So Kron gets to make this decision.
Who would want homework over the weekend? What does Billy do? A. Tell the teacher to sit on her desk and croak like a frog until the bell rings. B. Tell her to go to the playground and sing I'm a Little Teapot. Or C. Have her instruct the kids to rip up their textbooks. Press A, B, or C now.
All brutal selections here.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of leaning towards C. That feels like every kid's dream.
All right, Alice Cooper.
School's out, guys.
You're not going to make this bitch croak till the bell rings?
One is a very David Lynch sort of visual. My gut was saying C as well, Kron.
Mm-hmm. Let's lock it in. Let's go with C.
All right, C. Have her instruct the kids to rip up their textbooks.
Dan, I feel like 2 croaks is funny. I mean, 50 minutes of a lady croaking.
Billy raises his hand and speaks when Mrs. Baker calls on him.
Mrs. Baker, I think you should have us rip up our history books.
Mrs. Baker agrees this is a good idea and instructs the class to do just that until the bell rings. The kids run off, amazed at what just happened.
That was kind of mean, Billy. Did you see the way Mr. Cummings looked at her? I wouldn't be surprised if she got fired.
Billy doesn't care. All he wanted was to get out of doing any homework. His sister runs up to him.
Billy, would you walk me home? Tommy's being nasty to me.
Alicia, leave me alone. Why don't you go play in traffic?
Alicia runs toward the street. Billy, horrified about what he's told her to do, dashes off to stop her before she steps off the curb. That night, he tells his parents to end his grounding, and because of his wish, they agree. He is awakened the next morning at 6:30 by his little sister.
Billy, wake up. Cartoons are on.
Billy grumbles, not completely awake. He says the first thing that comes to his sleepy mind.
I wish everyone would leave me alone.
Alicia leaves, and Billy sleeps until 10. After he has eaten breakfast and dressed, he has to decide what to do on his first day of freedom.
I thought the wishes only lasted for 24 hours. Seems like...
I don't even know what wish we're on right now, to be honest with you.
It was that people would do what he says, I think. And I think that's the second time he's told his sister to go play in traffic. Kind of a shithead.
Mm-hmm.
So, which of the following films did Laundry Dan give the lowest rating? Is it A, Ninja 3 The Domination, B, Tough Guys Don't Dance, or C, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze? Kron.
I'm going to guess TMNT 2.
Yeah, I mean, you would think with movies like Ninja 3, The Domination, and Tough Guys Don't Dance, you would think those would get lower scores, but you are correct. It's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze.
Ninja 3 and Tough Guys Don't Dance those are pretty fun.
Gun to your head, though, TMNT 2 is a better movie.
I mean, if I had to rewatch one of those, I think I'd go with Tough Guys Don't Dance.
Okay, but you haven't been watching that your entire life, so there's still a novelty. If you had grown up with Tough Guys Don't Dance.
I think it's just a shame that poor Laundry Dan wasn't forced to answer that himself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, Kron, next decision.
That, my friend, is up to you. Do you think Billy should, 1, go to the park to play baseball, or 2, go to the Monster Movie Marathon at the Colonial Theater? Press 1 or 2 now.
I mean, guys, this is a softball question. We got to go to the Monster Movie Marathon.
100%.
Let's lock it in, number 2.
Seems unanimous.
Who do you think he should ask to the Monster Movie Marathon?
So these two decisions come in very rapid succession. So immediately after deciding that we're going to the Monster Movie Marathon, we get to our next decision point and our next trivia question, which is, in Shock 'Em Dead from 1991, the name of the main character Martin's band is A, Spastic colon, spelled normally, B, Spastic colon, spelled like spastique and colon with a K, or C, Spastic colon, spastic with a TYK and colon with a K. Laundry Dan.
A.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Kron.
Boy, oh boy. I mean, this is just a shot in the dark at this point. C.
I'm sorry, that is also incorrect. The correct...
It's spastique?
Yes, it is. I rewatched it, looked at the logo on the drum head. It is spastique, with a K.
Damn it.
So, that means Bones. Sometimes discretion is the better part of valor, and he gets to make this next decision.
Who do you think he should ask to the Monster Movie Marathon? 1, his father, or 2, his best friend Danny?
I mean, if there's any sort of boobage in this, that can make for an uncomfortable viewing experience with the old man.
That's true.
And I think he's of the age... I think I'm leaning towards 2, his best friend.
Mm-hmm. And, our friend Danny would give us cigarettes between those movies, so Dad's not going to do that.
You don't know Billy's dad.
He's signing you up for fucking detention and shit. Well, yeah, fair enough. We don't know.
Have any of you guys been to a movie theater and seen an awkward movie with boobage with your dad? Because when Bones said that, it just reminded me of seeing Not Another Teen Movie in theaters with just me, my dad, and my friend, and how there's a foreign exchange student in it that's just completely naked the whole time.
That seems tame compared to the 10-minute opening of the movie.
True, but I was also like 12 or something, so didn't really understand female masturbation.
I went to see Me, Myself, and Irene. I dragged my aunt to that. I was like, Jim Carrey, we gotta go. And there's several parts where I was just like dying laughing, and she was just like red in the face. And I think there was just sort of like an agreement, like she would get in trouble if, it got out that she took me to that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of a weak answer, but I know the whole family went to see Titanic together, which technically has boobs in it. So, I mean, it counts.
Yeah.
It counts.
Did your dad cover your eyes, Kron?
No. I mean, I think he looked over at me.
Gotta grow up sometime.
I was pointing at the screen.
Yeah, it said, did you give him a nudge? And was like, hey.
Don't look at me, dude. There's boobs on the screen right now.
Yeah, I feel like there used to be a lot more of that because we would rent movies from the video rental store and watch them as a family on our one TV, no matter what it was. I do remember watching American Pie as a family when I was a young Hedwig and the Angry Inch for some reason when I was fucking 9 or however old I was when that came out. Lots of awkward stuff.
6 inches forward and 5 inches back.
Mm-hmm.
You were moving away from the TV, dude.
I do feel like I developed a skill to kind of be able to figure out, I've talked about this before, that once I was 12 or 13, I somehow knew more about what was coming out. So I was kind of
your
in
subscription to Vanity Fair.
Yeah. I was reading, Esquire and Entertainment Weekly, whatever Publishers Clearinghouse subscription my mom had for the year. But I got pretty good at looking at the back and seeing okay, is it just adult content, or do we have nudity or sexual content? Or even now when my parents are here and my dad's looking through Netflix and he's like, oh, I wanted to watch this. I quickly go to IMDb and look through the parents guide. All right, is this going to be uncomfortable?
Yeah, they need a does the dog die, but for can I watch this with my parents at Thanksgiving website.
Hey, Bones, you ever seen this Sallow movie?
120 Days Sodom.
We gotta put this on.
It's about World War II. I could see a dad mistakenly picking that.
Might have been a dad alone. Been oh my.
So we decided Danny, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Press 1 or 2 now.
Hey, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119
One of Billy's favorite things in the world is monster movies. This is something he shares with his best friend, Danny. The two of them have spent many a Saturday afternoon watching creature features at the neighborhood theater. He rushes over to Danny's house to tell him about the movies, but his friend doesn't seem to care.
No thanks, Billy. I think I'd rather stay home and work on my science project.
Suddenly, it dawns on him that his wish has come true. Danny is leaving him alone.
Punch
He
this
decides
kid.
to go to the movies by himself, but it's not nearly as much fun that way. At the theater, it takes him 5 minutes for the concession stand employee to get him some soda and popcorn. After the movies, it is starting to get dark. He sees Terry, one of his friends from school, leaving the theater. After so many scary movies, it would be nice to walk home with someone.
Next decision point, Treat Williams has appeared on 5DR in Deep Rising, The Phantom, and Dead Heat. His first name is A. Richard, B. James, or C. Michael. Laundry Dan.
C. Michael.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect.
I could have sworn.
Bones, I took spastic colon. You're up.
All right. We buzz in.
There you go, Bones.
Let's go A, Richard.
That's correct.
Fuck. I don't remember shit.
Bones taking a commanding lead in this game.
I mean, how can you call him anything but treat?
For
You
real.
can't.
Trick question.
At first, I thought as I'm reading ahead with my dyslexic ass, I thought, oh, he's going to have the same character name in each movie. And I was trying to remember, people saying his character's name in said movies. But yeah. He's treat, man. He's treat.
I was looking for something like Treat Thalomule or something, you know.
Treatstifer?
Mm-hmm.
Shocked you guys didn't, or Kron, not you guys, didn't choose the Treat Williams Tales from the Crypt episode.
I mean, I could only pick 8. There are 93 episodes. That is a fun one, though. I do like that app.
It's good. So that was Bones getting that right, and he gets to make this next decision.
Should Billy ask Terry to walk home with him? Press B for yes, press C for no. Press B or C now.
Don't know who Terry is, but should Billy ask Terry to walk home with him?
It could be Terry Funk, dude.
Oh, shit.
That'd be badass.
Is this going to be a thing where because he wanted people to leave him alone?
You would think Terry would have the same reaction as Danny. Where it's like, your wish is leave me alone, so he's going to say no.
Thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, it's worth a shot. He's scared.
Mm-hmm. And it's Terry Funk.
Yeah, I'm going with B, assuming it's Terry Funk.
Yeah, he'll fucking kick the shit out of Squid McCoy.
Hey, Terry. Those movies sure were scary, weren't they? You want to walk home with me?
Terry walks right past him. He wants nothing to do with him. Hanging his head, Billy walks home. He realizes that this was a really stupid wish. So he spends the rest of the day in his room, playing with his new video game. Even his sister won't have anything to do with him. He goes to bed feeling incredibly lonely and planning to change things the next morning. It is barely after 7 o'clock when he wakes up. He rubs his watch, feeling it tingle as he makes his wish.
I wish everybody liked me.
It doesn't take long to see the effects of this wish. His bedroom door swings open and his little sister bounds into the room.
Billy, let's go play.
Billy tries to get her to leave, but she won't. They go downstairs for breakfast, and the entire morning, Billy gets no peace. If it's not Alicia asking him to play, it's his mother making plans, or his father inviting him to help in the garage. All the constant attention begins to take its toll, and Billy realizes he needs to
yelling
get
from
out
the
of the
laundry
house.
room.
All right. After the credits in Demon Knight, the Cryptkeeper appears to tease a new Tales from the Crypt film that was never produced. What was the name of this film? Is it A, Dead Right, B, Dead Easy, or C, Dead Weight? Kron.
I'm going to go with B, Dead Easy.
That is correct. Dead Easy. So let's see what decision you get to make.
Where should Billy go? Press 1 for the mall, press 2 for the park, or press 3 for downtown. Press 1, 2, or 3 now.
Guys, we gotta send this kid downtown again.
Yeah.
Chris 3 downtown.
All right.
Billy grabs his jacket and heads downtown. Alicia begs to come along, but he tells her not this time. His father offers to drive him, but he declines. He wants to be alone. When he gets to Main Street, he heads for his favorite fast food restaurant. He buys himself a burger and soda and sits at a booth near the back. It isn't long before some of the kids from school see him and crowd into the booth. Billy enjoys all the attention. One of the employees from the restaurant walks up to him. He recognizes her as a girl who babysat for him once. She has a big smile and gives him a free order of large fries. The other kids in the booth start demanding free food too, and chaos breaks out. Trying to get out of the middle of all the noise and confusion, Billy runs out of the restaurant. He is pursued by all the kids.
All right. What is the name of the antagonist in Brain Scan from 1994? Is it A, the jokester, B, tricker, or C, trickster? Bones.
C, trickster.
That's correct.
Bones, do you ever still throw on that soundtrack CD from time to time?
I actually just pulled it out of the changer to throw in Blood Mountain when that came in last week.
But it's been in there since we hung out?
Yeah, it's been in the 6-disc changer since Buds.
It's a pretty solid run.
Yeah.
I mean, the more interesting music output came from that movie than the soundtrack. I'll just say that. Go back and listen to our previous episode where DK and Dan discussed Edward Furlong's album, Hold On Tight. You need to put that in the 5-disc changer. So, Bones, what are we going to do about this?
What does Billy do to get away? 1, climb up a tree, or 2, hop on a bus. Press 1 or 2 now.
We gotta go speed, baby. We gotta hop on a bus, right?
Yeah, there's a lot more avenues of escape on a bus. Tree, you're stuck now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, bus it is.
The downtown bus stops at the corner, and Billy runs onto it. So do all the other kids. There is pushing and shoving as they pay their fares. Everybody wants to sit with Billy, but there isn't enough room.
You kids better settle down, or I'm going to kick you all off the bus.
The driver's warning doesn't calm things down, and Billy doesn't know what to say or do. The kids are all swarming around, fighting over who will sit next to him. All Billy wants to do is get away from all the noise and confusion. He never realized what it would be like to be so popular. He's not sure he likes it. He reaches for the signal so he can get off the bus.
If you were paying attention to the numerology videos I've been sending you, you'd be wearing a tinfoil hat too, dude.
Yeah,
I skip them.
Going through the sewage system to find evidence of the mud flood. All right, next decision point, next trivia question. According to Puppet Master lore, in what year did Andre Toulon, the titular Puppet Master, die? Is it A, 1939, B, 1941, or C, 1993? Kron.
I mean, I feel like there are always Nazis coming after him, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to go 41, B.
That's correct, but also they are all correct. So any answer you would have said,
yes.
I believe in the first one, it shows him killing himself in 1939. The second one, it shows his gravestone listing 1941. But the second one also came out in 1993 where he dies again. Not a whole lot of continuity in the Puppet Master series.
I can't believe Charles Band would do that, dude.
Yeah.
The guy seems so ironclad on everything.
I'm really surprised this is something that we haven't went back to.
I mean, be the change you want to see, Dan.
No, I will not.
You've had ample opportunity.
I have a retro on VHS if you want to do some more Puppet Master movies.
Yeah, I mean, that one has the guy from The Room in it.
Yeah.
That's Bones. He's the Puppet Master guy.
What? Bro.
I think he's the least Puppet Master guy.
Why am I getting hit with strays?
Just a joke.
Okay.
I
have my integrity.
Are we into the questions that matter yet?
No.
All right.
No, we're close.
Chris, how many times did you do this?
0.
30.
I mean, I spent enough time making this fucking video. I was like, I'm not going to listen to this. I listened to the end part the requisite amount of times to like figure out the decision tree. But other than that, no. So,
Where does Billy get off the bus? B, at home, or C, at Danny's house?
I mean, I feel like Danny's house is just going to have more complications if everyone has to like him. At least home, you might have some peace.
They might be asleep, yeah.
Yeah, maybe your dad's tied one on, though, so he's, he's willing to fight a bunch of kids.
It's true. I'm going to go at home.
all right.
Billy decides to go straight home. As he gets to his block, he sees Squid McCoy. He is tempted to run away, but Squid has already seen him.
Yo, Billy!
Billy isn't sure what he should do. He knows that Squid is faster and stronger than he is. There is a sneer on the bully's face, but it slowly becomes a warm smile as he walks up to Billy.
I just wanted to say I'm sorry for all the mean things I've done to you. I was wondering if we could be friends.
Sure, Squid. I gotta go now, but we can be friends.
Squid walks away, and Billy thanks the watch. His wish for friends has even worked on Squid. And if it worked on Squid, then maybe it will work on Erica, too. He rushes home with a new plan in mind. He'll use his magic to get a date with her. He'll even take her a gift to impress her. He scrambles through the house, looking for just the right thing.
It's a fucking secondhand gift.
Yeah. So the next trivia question, Kron's hero and attempted sexual assaulter in The Running Man from 1997 is named A, Dynamo, B, Domino, or C, Diablo. Bones.
A.
That's correct. It's Dynamo. That is the name of Kron's hero.
I mean, you got to be worried that the remake trailers do not feature him at all.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy that we were talking about what we were talking about earlier, because my parents were just recently in town and this assault scene was on because I was watching Running Man when they came, and I was debating. I couldn't remember how much was shown, and then I remembered the tidy whities, and I was like, I think this is funny enough for all of us to watch.
A sexual assault for the whole family.
Yeah, but my mom was genuinely getting a kick out of I forget the guy's name, the guy that hosted the Family Feud,
Richard Dawson.
Richard Dawson's pinkies throughout the movie. She was like, I wonder if he had some sort of issue. I was like, I just think it's those heavy ass rings that he wore for 50 years. They're constantly out.
I don't know if I would say hero either.
Yeah, go back and listen to the episode.
But he's an interesting character.
He's stump hard for Dynamo.
I mean, look, sexual assault is terrible. He's got that little car, though. He's super into electricity.
That makes it okay.
He's interesting.
Bones, are you excited for the new one?
He's not one-dimensional.
Excited is too strong of a word. I haven't really been too keen on Edgar Wright in some time. So,
I mean, the thing about Arnold movies is very rarely is there any interest outside of Arnold being in it. It's there was the Verhoeven one, Total Recall. So if Verhoeven was remaking Total Recall, I would see it, but it's I don't want to see Conan or The Running Man or Commando. Those are super generic movies without Arnold.
Yeah. I think there's 2 tiers of that area. I mean, I don't think Twins works without Reitman. Terminator doesn't work without Cameron. I would kind of argue that Conan maybe doesn't work without Milius, but I get what you're saying.
Are you at least taking the trip to the theater?
Yeah, for sure. If only just to, because it's like a win-win for me. If it's good, great. If it's bad, like it just puts another like tick in the get something interesting about you, Glenn Powell. What the hell?
And are you going to dress up like original Dynamo when you go?
Why would I take that from you?
Well, I'm doing Tidy Whitey's Dynamo. I don't know if you want to do full regalia.
So you're doing sexual assault Dynamo?
Yeah, dude.
Jesus. I don't have time to put the little car together.
I'm hosing down the Tidy Whitey's right now.
You're not making it past the lobby, Kron.
I think they'd let me in, dude.
Oh, shit, Dynamo?
They do not give a shit.
Come right in.
As soon as they scan that little Fandango code, they don't give a shit.
Chicken jockeys.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe that was Bones that got that correct, which...
What does Billy find to take her? 1, flowers. 2, one of his mother's necklaces. 3, one of his sister's stuffed animals. Or 4, a rubber snake. Select 1, 2, 3, or 4 now.
So what present is he going to give Erica that he found in his house?
I'm thinking rubber snake.
She's going to like him no matter what it is.
I know. So why not give her the snake?
I had a snake in my house today.
For real?
Rubber one?
Yeah. No, it's a real snake.
It's like a water moccasin?
In the utility workout room there?
No, the boy's been throwing up and shitting and diarrhea for the last 3 days.
So you took him outside?
Last night he...
Snakes, classically attracted to diarrhea.
Well, last night he yarfed in his room, so this morning I went in to clean the carpet, and I just put the carpet cleaner on the back deck, for the last time I used it. I was like, whatever. Well, I was spraying it out, and I was like, man, there's a fucking snake skin in here. And I was like, what a smart snake, using the bristles to get the skin off. I was like, right on. So I sprayed it all out, cleaned it all up, got it all ready and brought it to his room, and I started cleaning the carpet. And I'm like, fucking, this goddamn thing's not sucking up the water like it normally does. And I was like, I started kind of fucking with it and taking it apart, and I put it back together and I hit it again, and I pushed it forward, and a fucking snake just crawled out right into the corner of the room. I was like, oh shit. It's a little gardener snake, it's decent sized, but I got him and let him out. So there you go. I was fighting snakes at 7 a.m.
Is your house built on a pet cemetery, dude? Between the deer and this?
Hey, I got a whole over an acre of land back there. This is
just
woods.
Full of onions.
Brewster's Millions.
Dan built a zoo, Bones.
Start calling me Matt.
He bought a zoo.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
This fucking doodle needs to get to work. Start killing these things.
So is it Rubber Snake then?
Yeah.
Yeah, Rubber Snake. In honor of Dan.
That whole story for the nothing, Chris. Come on.
Hey, Bones gets final say.
I think the cricket is under me. It's so loud.
Is it one of those big jungle crickets?
No, he's got a top hat and a 3-piece suit. And
Shit, if I bring you my snake to your house, we can kill this fucking cricket problem.
All right. Looks like we skipped over...
Billy looks around, trying to think of something cool he can give Erica. He doesn't find anything that inspires him until he reaches into his drawer and finds his rubber snake. Thinking it would be perfect, he runs to Erica's house.
Hi, Billy. What a nice surprise.
Erica smiles at Billy, and he blushes.
I brought this for you.
He hands her the rubber snake, and her eyes widen with delight.
This is way cool. How did you know that I like snakes?
I remembered your science project from last year. I thought it was really neat.
Not very many other girls like snakes. I think they're fascinating. I'd like to have a real one someday.
So would I.
Erica closely examines the rubber snake. She decides to name it William.
So, why'd you decide to give this to me?
Well, I was kind of hoping they might go out with me sometime. To a movie or something.
Erica happily agrees, and they plan a trip to the snake house at the zoo. All in all, the day and evening were great. However, just after going to bed, he realizes that his wish will wear off Squid, and things will go back to the way they were. At breakfast the next morning, Billy doesn't feel hungry. His stomach is upset just thinking about Squid. He silently wishes he didn't have to go to school ever again, or that Squid would disappear forever, being careful not to say it out loud, or else the watch might do something. Just before he and his sister have to leave, the phone rings. Alicia answers it. She listens carefully, then hangs up.
That was Erica. She doesn't want to go anywhere with you after all.
Alicia giggles, and Billy is crushed. He wishes he could find a way to impress Erica. If he had $1,000, he could buy her a real snake. After school, he calls his mother to get permission to take the bus to Main Street so he can go shopping, and she says it's okay, as long as he's home for dinner. When he arrives downtown, he heads for a deserted alley where he can make his wish for $1,000. Just as he is about to make the wish, he sees Squid saunter into the alley.
This dude can't stay away from downtown.
Kid loves it, dude. This is the third time.
So we've reached our next decision point, which comes with a trivia question. That is, in MXP, Most Extreme Primate, from 1994, the chimpanzee's name in real life is A, Jack, B, Louie, or C, Minky. Laundry Dan.
A, Jack.
Sorry, that's incorrect. Kron.
All right, give me Louie.
That is correct. His name in the movie is Jack. In real life, it's Louie. And in another movie that he's in, it's Minky.
Whoa, that's Borg Linison.
Famous snowboarder.
$1,000. Ask for $2 million, bro. What are you doing?
Yeah, this kid's fucking dumb. Like, you would think a kid would just, like, make up a number like $8 bajillion, but no, we got to get Snake $1,000. So let's see where that takes us to.
Uh-oh, looks like there could be trouble. Does Billy 1 run away so he can wish for the $1,000? Or 2, wish that he had superpowers so that he could deal with Squid once and for all? Press 1 or 2 now.
Two significantly different answers here.
I mean, I can't. This Squid guy is trouble, but I don't know if I want to permanently end him. I'm kind of leaning towards 1 here.
He doesn't have to end him. He could just punch him in the nose.
It says he will deal with Squid once and for all.
Yeah, fight him.
But also, what superpower is he going to end up with?
Yeah, is it Aquaman or Superman?
Yeah.
I'm just going to go with 1 here. That seems like...
Oh, my God, he's such a wuss.
Well, hey, Dan, if you get a question right, then you can make a decision.
Not happening.
Not wanting to waste his wish on Squid, Billy runs away as fast as he can. He is able to lose the bully by hiding in the Gray Street parking garage. Once he is sure he is alone, he holds out his cupped hand and says,
I wish I had $1,000.
There is a sudden breeze that touzles his dark brown hair and a bright flash of light that makes him close his eyes. When he reopens them, there are 10 $100 bills in his hands. He gives a loud cheer, then runs off to make his big purchase.
All right, this is the final decision that has no bearing on the ending. So the last trivia question is, in the Phantasm franchise, did Jody die in a car wreck? A, yes, B, no, or C, Jody occupies a quantum superposition in which he both did and did not die in a car wreck. Laundry Dan.
Yes, he died in a car wreck.
That's
hell yeah, dude. That would have been my answer too.
That's correct. And I would have accepted any of these as correct answers. So at this point, like I said, this is where we get down to brass tacks. We've reached the end of phase 1 of this game. The score is Bones in the lead with 6, Kron in second place with 3, Dan -4. Dan got the last question right, though, so he will get to make the next decision, which is the final decision of the story that does not have the chance of ending Billy's journey. So how it's going to work after this last decision is when we get to the decision after this one, the person with the lowest score, which is Dan, he will have to make that decision. And if his decision results in a negative end to the story, he's out of the game. If it advances the story, he will move to the top of the leaderboard, which will grant him immunity for the next 2 decision points. And the next lowest person on the leaderboard, which is Kron, will have to make the next decision. The object is to make it through to the end and get a positive ending to the story for Billy. And whoever gets Billy to a positive ending with their decision is the winner. If none of you do that, then the player who makes it furthest into the story without meeting an ill fate is the winner. So does that make sense?
Yeah,
Sure.
Well, you may not have anything to worry about, Bones, because you're in the lead. So Dan, you get to make this decision, and this one does not have any bearing on the ending, so don't worry about it too much.
What do you think Billy should buy for the girl of his dreams? Press B for a diamond necklace. Press C for the biggest snake she can find. Press B or C now.
She likes snakes. Go with the biggest snake.
hell yeah.
All right, biggest snake it is.
Billy goes directly to the pet store. He buys the biggest snake they have, a tank, and all the supplies that Erica will need to start her snake habitat. The store clerk is surprised when the boy hands her $100 bills, but she doesn't complain. It's the best sale she's had in a week. Billy then calls a cab and is driven to Erica's house. She is thrilled by the gift, but her parents are not. They call Billy's parents, and they come over right away. In no uncertain terms, they are told that Erica may not have the snake. The snake is returned, and Billy's folks are astonished at how much it cost, and the thought their son had that much money. They question him about it when they get home.
Son, where did you get all this money?
I saved it. How? You spend your allowance the minute you get it.
The only thing I can think is that you stole it.
I didn't. I promise it's mine.
Then where did it come from?
Billy tells his parents about his magical watch in one big rush of words. They look at the watch on his wrist, but all they see is your standard timepiece. Mr. Atkin keeps the $500, not knowing about the rest of the money in his son's pocket.
William, you will go to your room right now, and you won't come down again except maybe for school until you're ready to tell us the truth.
Billy's shoulders sag. He doesn't know what to do. Although he can understand why his folks don't believe him about the watch. He goes up to his room and sits on his bed. Frantically, he tries to rip the watch off his wrist. It has brought him nothing but trouble. He pulls and tugs, but the watch won't budge. He's stuck with it for one last day. The day where he can make the wish that will last forever. He tosses and turns nervously, fearing what tomorrow will bring. Finally, he falls asleep. The next morning, he is awakened by Alicia running into his room.
Boy, are you in trouble. Mommy and Daddy were on the phone all night trying to figure out where you got that money.
The door opens again, and his father comes in.
Billy, what did you do with the $500 from yesterday? I looked in my dresser drawer this morning, and it was gone.
Billy assumes that it disappeared at midnight, when the wish ran out. But he's not sure that his father would believe that. The watch tingles on his wrist, as if tempting him to wish everything away.
All right.
Well, in that last video clip, we finally got an answer. They are human-sized ants, but there's a Godzilla-sized baby that also inhabits the world.
It's where the rubber meets the road, Dan. So you have to make this decision, and it could end the story. So let's listen to what our options are.
Well, does he do it? Does he make the wish that will last forever? Press 1 if you don't want him to make a wish. Press 2 if you want him to make a wish that his family would forget all about the money. Press 3 if you want him to wish he didn't have to live there anymore. Press 1, 2, or 3 now.
All right, Dan, this one's all up to you. So is he gonna, what's it gonna be?
It's got to be number 1, because all this trouble's come from these wishes. So tell the truth, Billy.
All right, let's see what happens.
Billy thinks it's too dangerous to make a rash wish, especially one that lasts for eternity. He ignores the tingling of the watch and keeps his mouth shut.
You have to go to school now, but believe me, we'll finish this talk tonight.
It's a very tense day at school for Billy, knowing he's going to have to find some way to explain his behavior. Added to that are the dirty looks he gets all day from Squid McCoy. His arm is in a sling, and that seems to make him even more surly than usual. Billy has been told to come straight home after school, and he has every intention of doing so, until Squid stops him a block from the school.
This is it, Squirt. You and me once and for all.
The watchman gets warm, reminding Billy that he still has one wish left. Billy can't help thinking it would be nice to have Squid gone, once and for all.
All right, so Dan, you survived. You survived that round, which means that Kron, the person in second place, you have to make this decision.
Is this how Billy uses his last wish? Does he 1, wish that Squid was out of his life once and for all? Or 4, not make a wish and find some other way out of the confrontation? Press 1 or 4 now.
For all the marbles, what's Billy gonna do?
Man. I guess I should have killed Squid when I had the chance. I think I'm going to go with 4 and not kill Squid again.
Okay.
This guy owes me his life at this point.
It's true.
Squid, I've got worse things to worry about than you. Get out of my way.
Billy pushes past Squid, and Squid is so astonished by this that he isn't sure how to react. He circles around Billy and stops him a second time.
Hey, you're not getting away that easy. Yes, I am. You're supposed to be in detention. As soon as Mr. Cummings knows you skipped to have another fight with me, you're going to be suspended. You think I care about that?
Billy doesn't have the chance to answer because Erica joins them.
It's about time you started caring about something, Squid. If you don't start pulling your act together, I'm never going to go to another movie with you as long as we live.
So now you got another girl fighting your battles? First it's your sister, now it's Erica.
So what? At least he treats me like a real human being. You better get to detention, Squid.
This ain't over, Atkin. Yes, it is, Squid. I'm not scared of you anymore.
Squid wanders off, the thrill of intimidating Billy having worn off. Erica and Billy begin walking home. Billy enjoys Erica's company and finds himself thinking it would be nice to spend more time with her. The watch responds to his unspoken wishes, tickling his wrist.
Okay. Kron, you survived. Which means that Bones has to make this next decision.
So is this it? Is this the wish he'll make? Press A if you want him to wish that Erica would spend all her free time with him. Press B if you do not want him to make a wish at all. Press A or B now.
So what's it going to be, Bones? Is he going to wish that Erica spends all his time with him? Or not make a wish at all?
Man, I'd hate to fumble the ball right here. Would be kind of funny, though. I'll go B, but goddamn if this thing isn't going to just fuck me on, like, the pattern recognition.
All right, B it is.
Billy ignores the tickling. He doesn't want to waste the last wish.
Erica, I have to go home, but would it be all right if I called you sometime?
I guess so.
Erica runs off, and Billy goes home and goes to his room to do his homework, just as he was told. After dinner that night, he is questioned again by his parents about the money. It is tempting to wish for them to forget all about it, but Billy thinks he's come up with the perfect solution. His parents are still upset with him, and send him to his room. Billy does as he's told, but he doesn't fall asleep when he goes to bed. The watch gets hotter and hotter as midnight approaches. At 2 minutes to midnight, smoke begins to swirl around in the middle of his room. Mr. Awful-Ease appears, a puzzled expression on his face.
Billy Atkin, you have not used your last wish.
I was just waiting for you to show up.
Okay, Bones, you survived, which brings us back to Dan.
Fuck.
It looks like this is going to be the last opportunity Billy has to make a wish. Do you want him to, 1, wish that he'd never met Mr. Awful-Ease, 3, wish that Mr. Awful-Ease was dead, or 4, resist making any wishes? Press 1, 3, or 4 now.
All right, Dan, it's getting serious. What's Billy gonna do?
I mean, we've brought him this far with resistance, so don't do it, Billy. Don't make a wish. Resist. 4.
Aren't you going to make a wish?
I'm thinking. I want it to be perfect.
Actually, Billy is stalling for time. He thinks he's figured out who Mr. Awful-Ease really is, and what might happen if he makes the last wish. He hears the clock on his bedside table. 2 minutes tick by slowly. Mr. Awful-Ease breathing heavily.
Quickly, child. Your time is almost up.
I decided not to make a wish.
What? You can't do that.
Yes, I can. I don't have to make all 7 wishes. That wasn't part of our deal. And if I don't make all 7 wishes, then I don't have to grant you yours.
Billy's eyes widen as Mr. Awful-Ease transforms into a red-skinned, goat-legged creature with wings.
Do you think you can get out of our deal that easily? You made 6 wishes. You must pay your debt to me.
No way. I figured out who you are. You're the devil, and you're trying to corrupt me with these wishes. Well, I learned my lesson. I'm not going to make the last wish. So now I don't have to do what you say. Those were the rules.
With an angry growl, Mr. Awful-Ease vanishes, knowing that he has to honor his deal with the young boy.
It was Satan the whole
when
time.
He disappears, so does the watch. Mr. Atkin rushes into his son's room.
Billy, what's going on in here? I thought I heard something. Are you all right?
Billy smiles at his father.
I was just having a bad dream. Everything's going to be fine now.
Oh, you did a great job, my friend. You saved young Billy Atkin from the fiery pit of Hades.
The Cryptkeeper sets down the mystic orb and smiles at you.
That old devil gets all hot under the collar when he loses. I just hope that Billy has learned his lesson, that every wish comes with a price. And more often than not, the price is never right. That's why I like to call this tale, If Wishes Were Hornets, We'd All Get Stung.
You did a very, very good job. Congratulations to you. Good button pushing. You saved Billy Atkin. However, have you heard all the surprises hidden in my memory banks? To learn those secrets, you can rewind this tape and play it again. Make sure to make different choices the next time you play this program, so you will be in for a new adventure. Okay, go ahead and press my rewind button now.
You fucking did it, Dan.
How many sleepovers do you think this was played at?
Yeah, 3 or 4.
You tell me, Brewsters.
I didn't have one. It's my cousin.
Would have been cool at the end if he was like, "Get out of my room, Dad. It's a Black Roses record."
Very Tales from the Crypt ending.
Well, that was the only positive ending of 4 possible endings. Well, no, there's more than 4 endings, but there is only one path to a positive ending, and you did it.
And it's just do nothing the whole time.
Mm-hmm. Will you reveal what some of the shitty endings are?
Sure. Let's see. 33:45, I think, was the last decision point.
You know, I wish you'd spend all your free time with me.
Before Billy's eyes, Erica transforms into Mr. Awful-Ease.
There's an old dude the whole
Your
time.
wish is my command.
Got his
You
ass.
will spend eternity with me.
You're not Erica.
You didn't ask to spend eternity with Erica. You said you wished to spend all your time with me.
I thought you were Erica.
If you wanted to spend time with Erica, you should have mentioned her by name. Now, I've granted your wishes, so you have to grant mine. I want you to spend eternity with me, where all greedy, selfish children go.
Hell?
Poor Billy. You directed him into an eternity of torment. You will have to learn to wish better for his sake, and perhaps your own.
The Cryptkeeper pulls the mystic orb away from you.
I think you now understand why I like to call this little tale, If Wishes Were Hornets, We'd All Get Stung.
That's one way this story could end, but you can direct Billy to an ending where he escapes Mr. Awful Ease. To find it, you will have to rewind this tape and play it again from the beginning. Make sure you choose different choices the next time you play this tape, so the story will not be the same. Okay, please rewind this tape now.
So there's one possible negative ending, but I gotta say, in the Tales from the Crypt universe, in a world of forced puns and wordplay, I feel like Mr. Awful Ease they're really stretching it with that one.
Mm-hmm. Did they get John Kassir
They
to
did.
do this tape?
In fact,
it
they
sounds
did.
like him. Pretty impressive.
He's like, this is an extra $20K.
So yeah,
Quote enough.
that is Tales from the Cryptkeeper, If Wishes Were Hornets. Dan is the winner and thus crowned the trivia and survival expert of the 5 Day Rentals podcast, although I'd like to think we're all winners in this one.
You guys are. Thanks, guys.
We did it.
We're a team.
You beat a children's cassette tape from 1995. That's got to feel good.
Mhm.
Yeah, you know.
And there's only a couple questions of trivia that I was like, I don't know. Scream 2 is a video game.
I feel like we established that it's not.
The freak has a nub.
Also established he does not.
It's at least like a bump there.
A keloid.
Like an indent or the opposite of an indent.
I mean, what are you doing sexually with him? Kissing and stuff?
Oh, you gotta kiss.
I feel like he's a biter.
Yeah,
That's
he is. That's
Yeah.
prostitute finds out.
That comes with the territory, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Not too much. Ow. Bones, where are you taking the freak on a dinner?
Well, I mean, I'm plant-based, so he'll probably be annoyed by that.
You gotta take him to a basement wine cellar, dude.
No, I mean, he'd feel at home with like a charcuterie board, right? Bread and old-ass sausage.
Mm-hmm.
Still ass
So,
bread, yeah.
Yeah.
Where can you go to eat a house cat? I think he's pretty into that.
I don't want to say.
They got a few places around here, but, you know.
Well, that was fun, man.
The freak and Alf, they got a lot in common.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah. Thank you guys for doing this ill-conceived game for the 90s robot 2XL based on the fucking cartoon of Tales from the Crypt that was based on a comic book. Thanks for breathing life into this dead format with me. Tell the fine folks out there where they can find you and anything you've got in the works.
Hey, we're 5 Day Rentals. You can find us on wherever you get your podcasts. Fun, non-genre category podcast. Like I said, we just covered, you should be enjoying Kron's Crypt right now, where we do cover 8 beautiful episodes of Tales from the Crypt. So check those out. I don't know when this comes out. You probably get, there's a fucking Monster Dog special in there as well. That
October 27th.
Yeah. So right now, Full Eclipse is out, so check that out. That's our little Halloween special.
Maybe
not.
a day or two away.
2 days from now.
Yeah,
it'll be out soon.
Check out Full Eclipse. It's coming soon.
Yeah, listen to our review of the HBO film Full Eclipse.
A lot of HBO this spooky season.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like a dead format, a made-for-HBO movie.
It is a TV movie, Chris. We did cover it.
Sons of bitches.
And check out Little Back Guys. Chris is on every episode, along with a ton of other episodes out there that we've put out. 5DR, check us out.
I'm sure he'll be back soon.
Don't check out the Cutting Cards episode though, because I wasn't asked to be back on that one.
Direct that at Kron Howard.
Well, I told you. I didn't tell Kron. Kron didn't even know.
All right, yeah. I'll take the blame. Kron, he wanted to do Cutting Cards.
Well, I wish you would have told me that, Dave.
If Wishes Were Hornets,
I would have got stung.
Yeah. So yeah, on behalf of Bones, Kron, and Dan, I'm Chris, and this has been another episode of Dead Formats. If you have any questions about the show, or if you have a dead format topic that you'd like to hear me cover, or if you have any suggestions for potential guests, please reach out. You can email me at deadformatspod@gmail.com, or you can reach out to me on Instagram at deadformatspod. Thanks for listening.
You have not followed my instructions. Either rewind this tape or turn me off now.